Welcome to Math 65 Learn on Demand. My name is Eric Deaton. I am your facilitator. So first thing I want to do is let you know who I am. This is me. This is my email address. I do teach at Somerset Community College. So by far the easiest way to contact me is by email. But if you do call my office number, make sure you leave a message if you want me to call you back. So if you do leave a message, it's sent to my email. Otherwise, I might not know that you called me. So make sure you just leave a quick message. What you want to do is read the announcements, read the start here, and the syllabus. But let's look at the announcements. I've already posted a course overview. Make sure that you read that. If I haven't posted the course overview yet, I will. But in this case, I already have. It's a quick overview of how this class is set up, and we're going to talk about that as we look at the MyMathLab classroom. But I'll go ahead and tell you. This class has 5 modules. Each module is a pre-test, a homework assignment, and a post-test. Only the post-test grade will count. You must make at least the same percent on the post-test in order to complete a module. You must complete all modules to receive a passing grade, which means you must make at least the same percent on each module, including the last one. If you do not do that, then you cannot pass the class. So make sure that you do that. What you want to do is read the syllabus first. So when you click on that, and you open up the syllabus, and this is how it looks. Most of this you can read for yourself, so I'm not going to. Like I said, the class has 5 modules. You do not have to buy any books. It already can be found within the MyMathLab system, so keep that in mind. And you can read this if you want to see what to expect in the modules. And you can read all this for yourself. But once again, what I've already said is that each module has a pre-test and a post-test and homework assignments. Now, this is just a summary of how it works. On the pre-test, you get 1 attempt. The grade doesn't count, but if you do make at least an 80, that means you can skip the homework assignment and you can go straight to the post-test. Now, if you don't make an 80 on the pre-test, that means you must do the homework assignment. And on that one, you must make at least an 80 in order to do the post-test. On the homework assignments, you can do each homework problem as many times as you want. On the pre-test, you only get 1 attempt. On the homework, as many times as you want to do each problem. On the post-test, you actually get 3 initial attempts, but there really is no limit. If you don't get the same percent that's required, because you must make at least the same percent on a post-test to complete the module. And if you can't do that in the first 3 attempts, send me an email and I'll make some suggestions on what to study, and then you'll be given additional attempts. And only the post-test grade will count. So that's the same for all 5 modules, and the final course average is the average of all the 5 module grades. And that gradebook will be found in MyMathLab. So once again, you can read this for yourself if you choose to do so. And when you have read the syllabus, that means what you want to do is go to learning content and take the syllabus quiz. You must make a perfect score on the syllabus quiz before the link to MyMathLab will appear. And so here's how it looks. That link it's a MyLabs Plus link, and what you want to do is right click, open link in a new tab or new window, and this is how it's going to look. This is the MyMathLab portion of the class, or the MyLabs portion. And you'll notice on the left side there's all kinds of tabs to click on, but let's click on this one. This is for the first module. And you'll see it take the module 1 pre-test. This one will open up the ebook for you, and so will the multimedia library. So there's a couple of places, or actually a few places, to open up the ebook. And this is what the ebook looks like. It's actually the same textbook. And since this is module 1, chapter 2, you might just want to go to chapter 2, and you can use the drop down menu to help you navigate. But it's the actual textbook, if you were to purchase a hard copy version of the textbook. But let's click on module 1 pretest. Some things I want you to see. This only opens up the quizzes and tests, but if you click on show all, it shows all the required assignments. These are the only 3 required assignments for module 1. You may see something about mastery learning with study plan, with Quiz-Me's. The study plan and the Quiz-Me assignments that are found in there are not required. Those are only meant as practice. Only practice. The pre-test, homework assignment, and post-test are required. Now you notice these flags. These flags are telling you what you got to do before you can access this assignment. So let's look at Module 1. You must take the pre-test no matter what. The grade doesn't count on the pre-test or the homework assignment, only on the post-test. You get one attempt on the pre-test. If you make at least an 80 on the pre-test, you can bypass the homework and do the post-test. Then you must make at least a 70 on the post-test in order to complete the module. It says 3 attempts, but you actually will have more if needed. The post-test grade is the only one that I will use to calculate your grade for the course. Now, when you do the pre-test and you don't make the 80, then you must do the homework assignments. And you may notice in the homework assignments, when you do open those up for the first time, that you already have a grade and that some of the problems are already counted correctly. That's because the homework assignments, personalized homework assignments, are tied to the pre-test. They're personalized with it. So the better you do on the pre-test, the fewer the homework problems you have to do. So just something to keep in mind. Don't be scared if you see that. That's all that means. The homework is tied to the pre-test. Let's click back on 651. And here's one place to find the study plan. Once again, it is not required. Keep that in mind. It is not required. Or you click over here. Either place. I just want you to look at this right quickly. You may want to click on View All Chapters so you can see where to find information. So keep that in mind. The Quiz-Me's and the study plan are not required. Even though you may think they are not required. You might want to click on the homework assignments. And by the way, each module is set up the exact same way. You can click on those and see what I'll show you. Just so you can see, I'll just click on the last one. Just so you can see that they're all the same setup. And click Show All, and you'll see that. If I click on Quizzes and Tests, these are just practice, they're not required. I'm not even sure if they're really recommended because you need to be really careful with which chapter that this module goes with. Module 5 may not be Chapter 5. And in fact, let's see what it really is. It's sections 4.1 through 4.4. So those practice tests you may not want to do. But let's click on over here, MyMathLab homework assignment. And you'll see just homework for all 5 modules. But if you click on Show All, you'll see all the required assignments. So your best bet, your safest bet, is to click on Show All no matter where you're at. That way you can see all the required assignments. And these are the only required assignments. You understand that? And then once again, I think I briefly mentioned the multimedia library about the textbook. Well, here's how it looks. You just click on the multimedia textbook and then click Find Now. Or if you want to look at some videos. Or if you want to click them all. I mean, it just depends. And say Chapter 2, for example. And you'll see some videos. So just play around with the system until you get comfortable with it. If you ever have any questions, always let me know. Now this gradebook is the official course gradebook. This is going to have all your module post-test grades. And then if you click Show Overall Score, it's going to give you a final score up here. So this is the one you want to be looking at if you want to find your grade. There's some other things. I do have my own lecture videos that I created. I do have my own YouTube channel, and these are playlists that I've created for my Somerset classes that they use a different textbook, but they're very, very similar. So you may like these videos really well. So I highly recommend it. They're YouTube videos, which means you can watch them anywhere you want. Don't have to download anything, don't have to have an account. You just click on it and watch them. You can also use asking questions. This is a little website that you may like. We can actually share information on this. You can send me a problem, have it started, and I can show you the next step and send it right back to you. And your work will be on there, and my work will be on there. So it's actually a little neat whiteboard. And you can use your mouse or an external pen if you happen to have one. And so, just play around with the classroom. If you ever have any questions, be sure to ask me.